Richard Chase. A lifelong fascination with blood led to a horrific month-long murder spree that turned Richard Chase into the Vampire of Sacramento. Between 1977 and 1978, Chase murdered, disemboweled, and drank the blood of over 6 people, ranging in age from as old as 36, but going as young as only 22 months. Chase chose his victims at random, but only entered those homes where the door was already open. If the door was locked, that meant you weren't welcome. He stated that in court. Chase was sentenced to death after being found guilty on all 6 counts of first-degree murder, but he took his own life with an overdose of stockpiled antidepressants in December of 1979. James P. Riva. He was only 23 years old when he killed his wheelchair-bound grandmother in Marshfield, Massachusetts in 1980. He stabbed her repeatedly and shot her 4 times through the heart with bullets that he had previously painted gold. In order to cover up his crime, he burned down the house with her still inside. When questioned, he claimed that he was a 700-year-old vampire who killed his grandmother in order to drink her blood. Later, he changed his story, saying that he acted in self-defense. He believed that his grandmother was the vampire and that she was using an ice pick to drain his blood at night. In 1981, Riva was sentenced to life in prison for second-degree murder and arson. Roderick Farrell. Role-playing crossed into real life for vampire killer Roderick Ferrell in 1996, when teenage leader of a vampire clan brought a few of his followers from Murray, Kentucky, to Florida to murder the parents of his girlfriend, Heather, so that she could be initiated into his coven. After beating Heather's father with a crowbar, Farrell and friend used cigarettes to burn a V into his chest. Upon his arrest, Farrell told police that he would never be able to be contained because he was an all-powerful 500-year-old vampire named Visago. Farrell became the country's youngest prisoner on death row in 1998, though his sentence has been commuted to life without parole. Caius diminutive. That's a real vampire name if I've ever heard one. If you're wondering what real-life vampires think of Twilight, Domitius has a very firm opinion. Pop culture inspires me to vomit hot blood, he wrote in a letter to Massachusetts Berkshire Eagle newspaper in 2011. Domitius, who is set to stand trial in early 2014 for the abduction and murder of 3 men in Massachusetts, and was convicted of aggravated assault charges in Maine over the ritualistic drinking of a teenage girl's blood years before. He has a forked tongue, sharpened teeth, implanted horns, and the number 666 tattooed across his forehead. I have never even seen this silly movie, he continued, nor have I read the books, nor would I ever even now waste my time on such useless drivel. Point taken. Josephine Smith. A shuttered Hooters restaurant may not be the first place you'd think of as a vampire lair, but it's where 22-year-old Josephine Smith attacked a 69-year-old homeless man in 2011. As he slept in Petersburg, Florida, Smith allegedly told the man that "I am a vampire and I'm gonna eat you." She continued to bite off pieces of his face, his lips, and his arm. The victim managed to escape and called police, who found Smith covered in blood at the crime scene with no recollection of the incident. So there are 5 dark cases of real-life vampires. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. I'll be uploading new videos pretty much every day.